A few years ago, we came across a German family from Rostock, a couple with 2 children. At first, we only met occasionally at small events, and later came the opportunity to spend a week in Rostock. It was a special experience, one that has remained in memory. Later came the invitation to Portugal, and so began an unusual journey. Long days, many kilometers on the road, almost unbearable heat, and a series of events that made this trip truly unique. The roads themselves were an adventure. Some were so narrow that barely a car could pass. Others were nothing but dirt tracks, uneven and bumpy, forcing slow and careful driving. Dust rose into the air, and the paths seemed endless. At times, it became almost dangerous, with unexpected curves and steep descents that demanded full concentration. The heat was a constant challenge. The days seemed to offer no shade, and the body kept asking for rest. River beaches brought the much-needed refreshment, cool, clear water that felt like rebirth with every dip. Yet nothing compared to arriving at that wonderful ocean beach, vast and endless, where everything appeared greater, more intense. There was also time for taste along the way. Wine tastings with our friend Bruno brought a different rhythm to the days, a pause where heat, conversation, and strong aromas blended together. And then there was the night of grilled food in a small schist hut, hidden among the vineyards. Smoke from the embers drifted into the air, mixing with the scent of the earth. As the night fell in heavy silence, but not everything was calm. There were winds filled with sandy dust, whipping the face and leaving marks on the skin. There was the constant smell of smoke, reminding us that the fires were near. And there were moments of real panic, when the journey crossed paths with the harsh reality of fire. The feeling of being vulnerable and having no control over what might happen. All of this brought contrasts. Laughter and exhaustion, animated conversations and heavy silences, tears and discussions. There was time for everything. As if every emotion had found its place during that week. Time went by quickly, yet it was dense, full, an experimental journey, improvised, marked by the unexpected, pulse always racing at 200 between narrow roads. Heat, smoke, nights in schist, and beaches that refreshed both body and mind. In the end, what remained was the memory of an intense week, full of images, sounds, and scents that will not easily fade. It was not an ordinary holiday, but rather an experience of contrasts, one that left its mark and created stories to be told.